Hello everyone, and welcome to
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And we're underway. Well, you would think that the name Luis Suarez on any team sheet is sufficient to make any opponent shiver.
I think I'd struggle to name a striker who's better at playing his position.
So what would you say is his outstanding characteristic, Jim? What makes him special?
Well, I'm going to have to say it's his winning mentality, that doggedness, that ruthlessness, the desire to win at all costs.
Oh, can he get onto this? Oh, that's a key interception. That is ended up in no man's land. Fiore, and this is Bergkamp. Bergkamp showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Bergkamp.
That's positional gold, the utilisation.
Getting up there! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Just eases him off the ball. And it's Robertson, looking to play him in. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And he's there to retrieve it. That is good strength. And he's managed to get free. Oh, good take. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And the keeper beats it away. Hangs one in.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Bellingham. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Not the most accurate pass. Pass is just off target. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Bellingham threads one in.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Rijkaard. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Bellingham. Tries to pass it through. Mbappe receives it in. And the finish! And he couldn't finish.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
And he's certainly onside here. Big chance for a shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! He's delivered all right! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And this is Drogba. Drives it in. That's a decent clearance. Oh, well played. Bergkamp, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Rijkaard. Bergkamp. Alexander-Arnold. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Yaya Toure. Oh, this is a great position. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Silvestre plays it long. And that has left him in a heap. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. He shifted it to the flank. And that has not gone well. Lovely pass, but can he get there? No luck with that dink over the top. Scholes. Nicely weighted ball. This looks promising. Oh, that is asking for trouble. He's looking wide. Mbappe scooting forward. That has been cut short. He's going to be disappointed with that.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Yaya Toure.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Fiore. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And it's Robertson. Mbappe. Mbappe. Oh, shooting chance! In he goes again. And that's a tiny finish. They have come roaring back.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded.
And that is indeed the final act. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. How would you review the first half?
Liverpool will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remained calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. So it's back to business.
Liverpool have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
It's their second corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. Well read, nice interception. And this is Dembele. Alexander-Arnold. Now here's the delivery. Mbappe! Oh, it's a fair try, but just off target. Oh, important interception. Oh, easy pickings there. Can he get on the end of this? No, no way through. It's a good surge he's making up the left-hand side. Oh, that's fabulous. Now he's a tricky customer, but he slams the door shut.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now it's Bergkamp. He's in a great position here. He's in, must be! Chance! Oh, it rattles the bar. It's a goal! And they get themselves in front! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
If you were looking at the shopping list of what you need in a top defender, that's it.
Oh, good effort! Oh, crossbar! No, just not quite.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Substitution for Liverpool, number 11.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 15, Ousmane Dembele. Number 20. Coming on the field.
Yaya Toure.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too. Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Now it's Diaz. Liverpool have it back and can go again.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He has found the way through. Suarez is fouled. And he is going into that little black book.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
He's shaping up to have a crack from here. And this is the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. Luis Suarez! Oh, smart save. He had plenty to do.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
Liverpool have got it back and they'll have another go. And it's Yaya Toure. And there's green grass ahead of him.
Liverpool really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Looking for the run. And he's picked it up out wide. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. And the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Good piece of opportunism there, but wasn't able to turn it home in the end.
Van Basten. Yamal. He is through here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Stood up well to him there. Zanetti did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He's found a way through. Guardiola goes short. Can he finish? Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And here's Yamal. And that was nowhere near his best.
Aston nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Pinches it off him. Oh, it's Van Basten. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Yamal, and it's Bellingham. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Yamal. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Yaya Toure. Can he get it through? So no flag here. This could be their final throw of the dice.
Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any...
He's rising! And a terrific save from the keeper. They knocked and knocked, but there is time for no more. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be.
Hello, everyone, and welcome.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. The famous yellow wall stands tall. This has to be one of the most iconic places in European football. So straight into the action. Now here is a true legend of the game. In fact, some still say, Jim, that he's the greatest number one there's ever been.
The mighty Gianluigi Buffon. Yeah, he might get my vote too, Peter. When you consider his consistency at the highest level, okay, he may not be as skillful with the ball at his feet as some of the younger contenders, but you certainly wouldn't want him lining up for the opposition. What a goalkeeper.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Kaka will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Drogba might just make this.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Liverpool with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Baresi gets it away.
Drogba really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
On the through ball. Shot, surely! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So, a breakthrough already. Pinches it off him. Thuram. Desai calmly anticipates. Now he's off and running. He's had it taken off him.
Liverpool really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Roberto Carlos spots it and intercepts. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Nicely worked. And the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Pirlo plays it short, elects to cross. This ended up in no man's. It's Ronaldinho! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Takes aim and Ronaldinho! Oh, denied brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Ronaldinho. Well, they've got it again. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Bellingham. Can he get onto this? Bellingham. Played into space. It's a pretty loose pass. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Baresi. Now he's got space here. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, good-looking ball.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Oh, easy pickings there. Kaka. Desai, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Thuram cuts it out. That's a cute ball. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Liverpool truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
And he's whipped it across. Baresi attempts a clearance. Nicked it back promptly. Pressing high and with purpose. Now it's Kaka. He's a sharp little ball here. Yaya Toure. Mbappe. And here's Drogba. And this is Dembele. Dembele! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Kaka. Ambitious ball here. That has not gone well.
There will be
Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. He's found a way through. Now it's Kaka. Goes for a shot! And no mistake. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And that is all they have time for.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially disruptive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. We're on the move again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Rijkaard. And it's Drogba. Bellingham. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Knocks it into space. The Rossi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And this is Ronaldinho. Ibrahimovic. Pirlo. And he's straight offside. Baresi is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. He's shifting through the gears here. Decent chance! It's their second corner of the game. Point-blank header! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Thuram clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
That's been cut out, well played. Buffon is there to clear. Pass somewhat off target. Probing pass. That's good vision. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. That pass isn't the best. And now the breakaway. And that is exemplary defending. Oh, that is asking for trouble. He has found the way through. Oh, he's played it in low. Oh, he's done good. Shoots! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Looking for a runner. That has not gone well. Alexander-Arnold. Ibrahimovic. Can he get on the end of this? Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. Great vision. Robertson picks it up out. A header! In again. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He's been caught on it here. Cannavaro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Bellingham. And Alexander-Arnold.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Not the most accurate pass. Well, played right into his path. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Borussia Dortmund clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Desai cuts out the pass. That's an imaginative pass. Cannavaro gets over and intercepts.
Borussia Dortmund are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
It's a pretty loose pass. It's come to nothing. Quality ball. This might spell danger. Great chance! That is decidedly lacking.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund, number 23.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Ibrahimovic, number 18. Sergio Aguero.
It's good running with the ball.
Andrea Pirlo.
Alexander-Arnold.
Number 22.
That is a brilliant interception.
Coming off the field.
And this is Eto'o. Oh, that's fabulous.
Number 17.
Oh, that's neat. Big chance!
Number 15.
And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Number 9.
Corner number 3 coming up. Surely now! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Lovely try!
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Short changes in with that pass. Now it's Yamal. Bellingham threads one in. That's a decent clearance. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Might be danger here. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will make them suffer.
Everyone, please turn to the screen for a special
So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Liverpool desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch. and you're never going to win like that.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
Hello everyone, and welcome to
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So that's got things underway. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard on his day is one of the world's best, Jim, so How do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when he's coming in from that left side, whether it's to drag people away and isolate them or to combine with central attackers. But he also often plays as a 10, as we know, in a free role.
And is that a new dimension to his game?
No, he's been at that for years, and he's just very good wherever he plants himself.
Tries to pass it through. Ah, that's a fine interception. In with the challenge. He's shifting through the gears here. They've got a corner here.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And it's been taken short. He's having a shot! And it's come back out to him. Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Aimed beyond the defence. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Dembele. Drogba. Well read, and the danger is averted. Dembele! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it, and it's Robertson. Robertson, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Now he's off and running. Rijkaard wins the duel this time. Now it's Dembele. Alexander-Arnold. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Liverpool are behind here, despite their domination of possession. Bellingham. Desai kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Foot in. That's a good ball out wide, and he's picked it up out wide. Shapes to shoot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Played in by Robertson. And it's Dembele. Alexander-Arnold picks it up out wide. Bellingham gets on his bike and on the move. Can he latch on to this? Mbappe gets into a good position. Robertson in towards the back stick. In comes the corner. Oh, good climb! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Rijkaard is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
It's a throw-in.
Liverpool are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. Howson making good progress. Well read, nice interception. Swung over. Bellingham. Played out to the left flank. And it's O'Reilly. Can he get onto this? Couch. Can he spark a counter here? Nicely weighted ball. Will play through for the wide man. Impressive jump! No, just not quite. Corner number 2 then. Getting up there! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. A lot of space ahead of him. And the keeper's done brilliantly to thwart him.
That's just very composed. He held his position really well, and he made him make the first move. He was always in control.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, easy pickings there. Adams. Azar, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Salam. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And here's Drogba. Bellingham.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Rijkaard. That is good alertness. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far.
Please
Just the
be
one goal in
reminded,
it,
everyone,
and it's
that
all
tickets
still
for the
very
midweek
much up for
friendly
grabs.
games will go on sale as of
Liverpool
today.
come in at
Please visit the
half-time
online
on the
ticket
wrong
office
end
for
of
more
a
details.
1-0 scoreline.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. Down to business again.
Liverpool can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And here's Drogba. Lam, he has found a way through. Elects to cross. Yaya Toure. And the counter is on. And he's let fly. That was probably asking just too much.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Kaka opts for safety. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. And he's quick to return it. Bellingham. Rijkaard proves too strong. And he's in. And Yaya Toure! It's a goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Yaya Toure.
It's starting to look very interesting,
Yaya
this.
Toure.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And this is Drogba. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. O'Reilly has it out wide and in space. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
Oh, good effort. It's hit the uprights. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
He's through here. Chance, surely! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Lam is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Looking for the run. Mbappe. Oh, great leap! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Azar. Short changes him with that pass. Great vision. And here's Dembele. Nice cross. Bullish header! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world. Counts, never the sort to be shot shy. Cannavaro gets a foot in here. And it's Bellingham. And this is Drogba. And it's made its way to him. And it's played in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And this is Dembele. Kaka. Bellingham. Into the last quarter of an hour. And here's Drogba.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. Azar! Mbappe proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Hazard, Rijkaard does well to get it back. Chance here to counter. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? That's been slipped through. And it's Yaya Toure. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go...
Oh, in he goes again! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Substitution on the field. Number 9.
Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
Number 17.
Bellingham!
Didier Drogba.
Decent attempt,
Number
but
15.
not quite good enough.
Eden Hazard.
Now it's
Number
Counts.
22. Kaká. Coming on
Oh,
the
that's a
field.
key interception.
Number 10.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Number 19, Sergio Aguero. Number 20,
Howson gets over and intercepts. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Pass somewhat off target. O'Reilly. Rooney. Now it's Aguero. That's good vision. Now it's Danny Olmo. Danny Olmo! And with that, the end. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to.
Well, what a sight
today's
this is. The
match.
colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, James Rodriguez. He's just got a wonderful left foot. It's as simple as that. He can put the ball on a sixpence from 50-plus yards or whip in a cross right onto the toe of a striker. Needless to say, he's also got an eye for a spectacular goal or two himself. So this defence won't be giving him much time on the ball if they want a positive result out of this.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Now it's Shevchenko. Gets a good foot in there. Shevchenko is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. He's had a shot! No, just not quite.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Well timed, excellent interception. Aimed beyond the defence. Passing is crisp and sharp. Good ball, good take. And the shot! But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Robertson, now it's Mbappe. That's a sharp pass. And he's hit it long, but astray. And here's Mbappe. And it's Robertson. Oh, good take in a good area. Good read, needed to be. Liverpool have had plenty of possession, but few, if any, genuine chances. Bellingham. Now this could be a chance. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Messi, a player whose confidence, whose sense of adventure rubs off on all of those around him. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Looking for options for movement. It's a promising position, aimed at the far side. And he's cut it out. Granit Xhaka. James Rodriguez. And the counter is on. Robertson promptly onto that, and that is that. And he's intervened well there. Yaya Toure. Shevchenko. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Looking to play him in.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Floated through. That's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
No, that's been intercepted. Bellingham.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Grimaldo. And here's Mbappe. What's going wide left? Swings it across.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Driving on and making good progress. Paris Saint-Germain do have a chance to counter here. And here's James. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. No, it's come to nothing. Now, what about a counter-attack? And it's Bellingham. Now, who's going to be first to this? Granit Xhaka. Can he get on the end of this? Now, he's got space here. That has been cut short. Dembele. Looking for the run. Duron kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Messi. He's shifting through the gears here. And this is Shevchenko. And Shevchenko! And for the first half, that is that. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So very little to report. Nothing, indeed, in terms of goals scored.
Yeah, 0-0, but definitely not from the want of trying. There's been plenty of industry and hard work, as well as some good defending, so I wouldn't be too dismissive just yet.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. Down to business again.
Liverpool are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
He doesn't look too happy with that.
Well, it wasn't the worst decision, really. He certainly had enough belief to take it on.
This interception, his positioning was spot on. That's an imaginative pass. Desai spots it and intercepts. And it's Bellingham. Nicely weighted ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Aguero with the cross. And the Sar claims it without any fuss. Drogba. Mbappe. He's a sharp little ball here.
That's going in strongly.
He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Paris Saint-Germain appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple. How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. And this is Dembele. Goalless still. Neither side really getting onto the front foot. Oh, good spread. Oh, that's well spotted. And he was quick to react. Sofal kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Mbappe! And that is well cleared. Liverpool have it back and can go again. And that was nowhere near his best. And he's taking no chances there. Aguero with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Yaya Toure. Oh no, that was never going to make it. He won't be happy with that one. Knocks it into space. Lofted in. And they can counter here.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, that's fabulous. And still, we await the first breakthrough. And that could set him on his way. Messi has the space to... It's rising! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Substitution for Liverpool, number 11.
Well, the two
Kylian
coaches
Mbappe.
are signalling changes here,
Number
both at the
15.
same time.
Ousmane Dembele, number 20. Didier Drogba, coming on the field.
Yaya Toure,
Number 14.
spread out to the left.
Luis Diaz, number 6. Lamine Yamal, number 10. Marco
Liverpool
Van Basten.
perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Well, they've got it again. Tries to play it through.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
This looks promising. Great chance! And again! Oh, it's a vicious effort. That has not gone well. Messi ventures forward. Messi. Oh, that's nice. Messi! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now he's off and running. And it's Robertson. Dani Olmo. De Roon. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Conte. Now, can they get him away? Conte. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Well, that
There will
might
be
be
1
that,
minute
Peter.
at a
Maybe
time.
both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Short changes him with that pass. If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. And that will be it. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a
Please
draw
join
was
me in
always
wishing
likely
all
to
the
be on
best
the
for
card.
members
So
of our
overall,
fan
I don't
club
think
celebrating
anyone will
their
be
winning
complaining too
anniversary
much
today.
about what they've got.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Hello everyone, and welcome to
Well, football is, of
today's
course,
match.
ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So that's got things underway. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Watford are looking to break at pace. Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Royce. Real chance! Nearly, but not quite.
Royce really might have let his reputation get the better of him then. Yes, you can spank one from there, but there are other options, you know.
And it's Robertson. Rijkaard. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's forced to go back. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Royce. Now Mbappe. Roberto Carlos. And it's Royce. Rijkaard. Puyol. Nicely weighted ball. It's played through Shevchenko! And again! They've scored! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Liverpool with the corner, they're first. Neuer gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Watford have the chance to go the other way. Back to the keeper it goes. Tries to pass it through. Ball in towards the middle.
Rice. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now, can they get him away? It's a promising position. Alexander-Arnold has it in a wide position. And he's gone looking for safety. Timber. Right, Shevchenko. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Puyol. And Alexander-Arnold. And it's Timber. Royce. Rice. Gets a good foot in there. Yaya Toure. Gabriel. Puyol.
This is the time you need that pace.
Shevchenko. Mbappe. Yaya Toure. Now it's Bellingham. The message is clear, none shall pass. Now it's Shevchenko. Alexander-Arnold. Rice.
Liverpool certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Shevchenko had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
And here's Dembele. Oh, he's found support out wide. And he's taking no chances there. Bullish header! He's done very well to get to that.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Pass somewhat off target. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's made its way to him. And he's got away from him. Oh, good spread. And it's Alexander-Arnold. So, a temporary halt to the action. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Liverpool go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
Substitution for Watford, number 10, Kylian Mbappe.
Down to business
Number
again.
8, Marco
Liverpool
Reus.
really need to
Number
bring up their
20,
intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Number 17,
Oh, he's been
Rafael
caught on it here.
Number
Rafael
12,
Leao, impressive
Jude
jump.
Bellingham. Number 32, Paul Onuachu.
Oh, that's fabulous. Cross in, looks like a good one.
Watford clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Onuachu touches it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Neuer. Keeper's got good distance on that. Timber finding himself in space. And that's aimed into the middle. He leaps for it. Harmlessly behind. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. And he's managed to get rid. Rijkaard. And the keeper's got it again. And he was quick to react. Rijkaard. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Rijkaard, the man synonymous with solidity. Bellingham. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos got a long way forward to join the attack. Now it's Drogba. Good ball, good take. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there really isn't enough happening up front, Peter. They just haven't been afforded much by way of creating chances. They must start showing some bite.
Drogba. Bellingham.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible...
He's having a hit!
A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Bellingham. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Roberto Carlos looking to hit the byline here.
There's the header!
It's run loose. Who's going to get... Oh, what has happened here?
There's the shot!
Oh, good finish. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Watford are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Now it's Drogba. And it's Drogba. Not the most accurate pass. Puyol. Rijkaard. Onuachu. Looking for a runner. Now it's... Oh, he's all alone. Shoots! That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there.
I think there were a few doubts.
Takes a shot!
Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, there's a bit complacent there, I thought, Peter. Maybe he thinks the game is already won. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Substitution for Watford, number 22, Declan Rice. Number 12, Urian Timber. Coming on the field, number 38, Ryan.
A header!
Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are disappearing out of sight. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Koundé, Puyol. Now it's Drogba. Some resolute defending there.
2 added minutes have been indicated.
Foot in. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Pinches it off him. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to
Oh, what a sight this
today's
is. The
match.
colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things already rolling. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, it would have to...
It's Rooney! And he was there to get a vital touch.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Oh, well played, well played. And now they can spring out of defence. That is ended up in no man's land. Drogba might just make this. It's a pretty loose pass. Produces a cross. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Roberto Carlos. Bellingham. He won't be happy with that one. Aimed beyond the defence. And he welcomes it in. And he welcomes it in. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's slung out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. Engages and forces him off the ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Alexander-Arnold. Oh, played through for the wide man. Bellingham. Liverpool so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. And it's made its way to him. Timber is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Cannavaro gets over and intercepts. Knocks it into space. Mbappe picks it up out wide. Tries to play it through. And he lines up. Oh, great leap! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Drogba really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Bellingham! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Cannavaro. And here's Bellingham. Bellingham! Oh, it's hit the post. Pass somewhat off target. He's having a hit! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 2 then. Cleared without hesitation. And a chance! Uganda have the chance to go the other way. And this is Ibrahimovic. It's Ibrahimovic! That had everyone off their seats.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, super find. Oh, it's Dembele. Dembele's... Oh, good climb! Not a bad try by any means.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Roberto Carlos. And this is Roberto Carlos. Oh, that's fabulous. Roberto Carlos showed plenty of zest in getting to... Ibrahimovic! Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, shooting chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Dembele has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Rijkaard. Bellingham in the hunt and looking threatening. No, that's been intercepted.
Liverpool couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Rijkaard. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That's the end of the first 45. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Liverpool should be well in front based on the number of chances they've had, and you can sense a little anxiety around the stadium for fear that this game might just get a little away from them now.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. Away we go again.
Liverpool are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Romero promptly onto that, and that is that. And here's Dembele. That's really nicely played.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
And here's Drogba. That has not gone well. And here's Bellingham. And the pass is intercepted. Roberto Carlos. Not the most accurate pass. Driven forward. Dembele is onto it in a flash. And they're quick to get it back. That pass has been well intercepted. Bellingham. Bellingham. Over to the other side. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. Well read, nice interception. He's going to be disappointed with that. Bellingham conjures time and space where few can. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Tries to pass it through. Romero cuts out the pass. Searching pass he's played there. Well, that pass isn't the best. Alexander-Arnold. Uganda appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Bullet. Timber is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Dembele, he's got away.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
So, third corner of the game.
Substitution on the field. Number 12, Urian Timber. Number 55, Rio Ferdinand. Coming on the field. Number 2,
Uganda are looking to go forward now.
Number 17, William Saliba.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. Impressive jump! And the header is disappointing in the end.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Great vision. Bellingham. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Desai spots it and intercepts. Well, it's Batistuta. He is through here. That's a nicely shaped ball. Just the keeper in his chance. It's a goal. Finally, the deadlock is broken.
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now.
belly. And that is a little undercooked. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be. Liverpool really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. And he's managed to get free. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Howson gets across to intercept that. Can he get on the end of this?
Uganda really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it won't.
And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. Referee has gone straight to his pocket. Yes, a second yellow, and he's off. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Substitution for Liverpool, number 8.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
This is Batistuta.
3 minutes at a time.
Roberto Carlos. Good play on the left-hand side here. Has a look and plays it forward. That's been cut out, well played. And it's Hullet. Threads one in. Desai tidy with his distribution. And that will be it. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a...
Chers spectateurs, nous vous souhaitons la bienvenue.
Oh, what a
au
sight
match.
this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So straight into the action.
I think we can look forward to another striking masterclass from Van Basten here, Peter.
Well, many have cited him as the greatest striker of all time, but what in your eyes made him that, Jim?
Well, in a word, everything, Peter. He had it all. Pace, power, technique, vision, dribbling, strength in the air. He's a cut above the rest in all departments, and brilliant imagination.
Looking for options for movement. Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that. Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. Yaya Toure, he's found the... And Yaya Toure! And the ball's come loose here. Knocks it out wide. That's going across goal. And that has been knocked clear. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. The most accurate pass. Mbappe going after that. Gavi. And it's Henderson. Now it's Rafinha. And this is Van Basten. Van Basten unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Rafinha has the space to scheme. That's tidy. Now, what about a counter-attack? Bellingham tries to play it through. Dembele, he is through here. It is a corner. Liverpool with the corner. They're first.
And a header!
No, just not quite.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Neither side yet able to find the net. Oh, it's come loose. Can he get on the end of this? Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Rafinha. Grimaldo. Rafinha providing an outlet on that flank. Van der Sar claims it. Safe hands.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Rafinha clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Liverpool are looking to go forward now. And that was asking for too much. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Threads one in. Mbappe! It's run loose, who's going to get there? And again! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Corner number 2 then. Van Dijk is there to clear. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Played out wide. Alexander-Arnold. Played over towards the opposite flank.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Dunkirk. Oh no, this does not... It's Drogba! De Rossi conjures time and space where few can. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Liverpool are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
No, that's been intercepted. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Rijkaard. Now Yaya Toure. Now it's Mbappe. 40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. Nicely spread. Royce. And he's worked it through. It's a goal kick. That's good running with the ball. Mbappe in acres of space out wide. Tries a shot! A real chance and a real let-off. Jordan Henderson. Looking for the run. Rafinha. Grimaldo has it out wide and in space. Impressive jump! And for the first half, that is that. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, 0-0 is a little surprising, and while initially they must have felt that they'd score from the many chances we saw, they might now be thinking that this could go against them.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock, the score 0-0.
Changement. Le numéro 5, Jordan Henderson.
So let's get the ball rolling.
Le numéro 6.
Liverpool are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
And this is Van Basten. Gavi! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Dunkirk certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Pirlo. It's a pretty loose pass. Grimaldo. A probing pass. And he was quick to react. Dembele just eases him off the ball. And it's Gavi. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Chance! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Royce has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Yaya Toure. Now who's going to be first to this?
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, it's Dembele. Mbappe looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
And he's straight offside. So changes afoot here, and from both sides. There's going to be a major shake-up in the attack here.
It's a bold move. The manager's made his intentions pretty clear. He's going for this.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Can he get it?
He's having a shot!
And he couldn't finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Dunkirk have their second corner now.
And Messi!
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
So, third corner of the game. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And now they can spring out of defence. Nicely aimed pass. Now, can they get him away? Diaz showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And here's Bellingham. Diaz is wide and looking to get onto this. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Driving forward. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Yamal. Yaya Toure, a player whose confidence, whose sense of adventure rubs off on all of those around him. Oh no, that was never going to make it. And it's Robertson. Diaz. Oh, that's
Diaz! He's got a goal! That is how you do it! A goal to launch his new life, his new chapter!
Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Great vision. Yamal finding himself in space. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Yamal.
He's had a shot!
And that is wildly off target.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Changement. Le numéro 9.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Liverpool surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And here's Bellingham. Toure does well to get it back.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
there to retrieve it. Knocks it into space. And that's aimed into the middle. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Did he that because it had a decent chance of progressing?
De Rossi. Liverpool have reclaimed it.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Out towards the flank. Grimaldo concedes a free kick for that. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Tries one from range. Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Now it's Vinicius Junior. And the referee brings it to a close. Liverpool have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Diaz picking up the man of the match.
Hello everyone, and welcome to...
So this is a story of survival, a series of poor results, and they are left on the very brink. However, all is not lost just yet. A win here, and they will still have their seat at the table. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're very much on the way now. Well, terms like genius and legend are often... Shot a goal! There it is!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
After 2 minutes in...
It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Now it's Pelé, now it's Messi. He's found a way through. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Rijkaard, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Yaya Toure, he's got plenty of space out wide here. Dembele! Oh, that pass isn't... Tries from a long way out. And that caused a fair bit of alarm.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Bellingham running with the ball. Luis Suarez looking for the run. Rijkaard. Now it's Yaya, and Yaya Toure! Oh, quite a hit and quite a touch too.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Desai picks it up from the goal kick. Aims beyond the defence. Now can he find a finish? Oh, there's a probing ball. He's having a pop! And he was there to get a vital touch.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
Alexander-Arnold has it out wide and in terrific effort! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Messi in acres of space out wide. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Tries one from range! Off the post! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
And it's Schweinsteiger.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Mbappe! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Baresi gets across to intercept that. Now it's Bellingham. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. That is ended up in no man's land.
Liverpool really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Oh, that's a key interception. Bellingham conjures time and space where few can. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, played right into his path. He's in a... Mbappe! Mbappe getting forward. Just eases him off the ball. And that's gone loose. He's shifting through the gears here. And who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. Oh, that's well spotted. Petit, the conductor, the central piece to his team's attack. Robertson, nicely weighted ball. And it's Robertson. Can he latch on to this? Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Suarez has created one goal already. And here's Dembele.
Liverpool truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Floated through. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Ronaldinho. And it's Messi. Oh, nicely intercepted. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. It's Luis Suarez! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Alexander-Arnold. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Ronaldinho. Schweinsteiger. Ronaldinho. That looks a good ball. Mbappe! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
The referee says that is that for the first half.
Would everyone like to join me in making
A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Liverpool trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So, into the second half.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
And here's Drogba. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Robertson cuts out the pass. Lovely, now it's Dembele! And he has his goal! They have come roaring back!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Dembele?
Mission one has been accomplished, so why not continue with the same approach?
He's picked his way through. Mbappe. Can he finish? ambitious, but just off target.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
And he's intervened well there. Schweinsteiger. Here's a perfect combination of brain and brawn. That is good alertness. Petit. That pass has been well intercepted. And it's Alexander-Arnold.
That's good play from him.
Pings it across. That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt. All too easy.
He's rising! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Yaya Toure clearly was a little selfish there, but I don't think it was a bad attempt.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Oh, that's fabulous. Goes for a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Very nicely done. Good spot, that.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
Luis Suarez! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Knocks it into space. Petit. Who saw this coming? It's turned into a real fight to the last. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Messi. Number 11, Ronaldinho. Number 14,
Yaya Toure.
Bastian Schweinsteiger.
And here's Drogba.
Number 10,
This is Dembele.
coming on the field.
Oh, good spread.
Number 16,
Here comes the cross.
Hummels. Number 2,
Tries to get it clear.
Cahoon. Number 20, Neymar.
Roberto Carlos.
Number 6, Roberto Carlos.
Pass somewhat off
Number
target.
8, Zlatan
Neymar.
Ibrahimovic.
Where it came from. Nice looking ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Half an hour gone in the second half.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Roberto Carlos. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. He's beaten the last man. It's Luis Suarez! And no! He had to, and yet he could not.
Suarez has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Bellingham. Great vision. And there's green grass ahead of him. And that is masterful defending. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now this could be a chance. And it's claimed by the keeper. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Bellingham. Yaya Toure.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw.
And the finish! so smooth, a signature finish.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Well, they've done the hard part, now to survive the last few minutes.
Well, I can wholeheartedly say, Peter, they deserve this, but has the opposition enough spirit left in them now to maybe find a way back?
Can he get it through? Oh, that's a...
Shoots! Tremendous from Roberto Carlos! About as smooth as it gets. We thought they were done, but never say never.
Roberto Carlos.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now, the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another. Look, there has to be more urgency here.
And that'll be the end of that. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Mbappe picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. So there it is. What struck you? it.